Well, why are people staying at the end at movies? Why are people staying at the end at theme parks to the fireworks? What is happening? And we ask those questions over and over again. And it starts with one idea box, and usually each team member coming up with 3 ideas, and us jamming on a full idea palooza. And I believe every company needs to value the importance of ideas more than just saying, hey, this is how we're going to hit our quarterly goals. Value ideas, because ideas are everything, but it's implementation that takes you to the next step. And we put those two together to try to create our fans first experience. A few years ago when we started questioning even the simplest details of our fan experience. And one was tickets. You know, tickets are just a part of the experience at a ballpark, but we said, how do we make them different? What can we do that's creative? And I remember the first Idea Palooza, we just said, all right, why don't we do banana-shaped tickets? And that was great. We did banana-shaped tickets for the first year. And then the next year, Barry, who's now our vice president, started as an intern. He said, what if we take it to the next level? What if we actually created scratch and sniff banana tickets? And so from that Idea Palooza, we went and created scratch and sniff banana tickets. So they're tickets that are shaped like bananas. Now people come to the game, they scratch and sniff them, and they smell like bananas. It's taking it to the next level. And it's continued to ask that question, what's next? And so every day that we come up with these Idea Palooza, we say, all right, how do we take it to the next level? Ideas are everything. And for us, if you want more ideas, you got to work your idea muscle. You can't just say, oh, let's come up with some ideas today. You need to start stretching that muscle. And for us, for me, it starts with writing 10 ideas every single day. I learned this from James Altucher, and I started writing 10 ideas every single day. And then we get together as a group and we discuss those ideas. We have our idea box at our stadium. And then we have Idea Paloozas, where we get together and answer a question that we're trying to solve for our customers and our fans. It's the concept of you have to create an idea culture where it's okay to test things and try things, and it's okay to fail. You know, the reality is, everyone asks the question I get asked all the time is, talk about your failures. Well, we've had plenty of things that haven't worked well, but we don't think of them as failures. Failure is discovery. What are you discovering today? So you have to build an idea culture. So how we work it with our team is that when we're coming up with an idea, how do we show baseball in a different way? How do we stream baseball a different way? After 1 or 2 ideas, it gets hard. You can say, all right, I want to write a blog for my company. All right? The first couple ideas, you might have, all right, I'll write about how we do this and how we do this. But keep pushing yourself. And that's working that idea muscle. You can see ideas in everything. 10 ideas on how to serve drinks here at the stadium. 10 merchandise ideas. 10 ideas of restaurant concepts. But it's because I've worked my idea muscle. It's you have a lens for it. A lot of times you look at entrepreneurs that have lots of ideas. It's because they're forced to come up with ideas. How do you get your team to start coming up with ideas on a regular basis? It's why the idea box is a huge part of what we do. So every month we're having Idea Paloozas. Ask one question. So, hey, what are some blogs that our customers would find valuable? What's a podcast theme that would be very interesting for our customers? What's a new product that we could offer for our customers? And have everyone come to it. Crowdsource ideas. And the great ones will rise to the top. And what will happen is that your team will take ownership in the ideas. It's not just the person at the top. If you have someone that just comes up with an idea at the top and other people aren't bought in, you're in trouble. Get it to come together as a team. And so that's why these Idea Paloozas are one of the best things that we do as a team, because it says, you know what? Every idea is an opportunity. Every idea is a possibility, and we're gonna pursue some. And some don't work. Some don't work, but that's okay. We move on to the next idea.